This is a walkthrough of the basic requirements and installation of the Userful Video Wall Controller. You will be looking at the basic requirements, an overview of the system infrastructure, then we'll do a demo installation of the Userful Video Wall Controller software. Finally, we'll have a brief look at the Userful Control Center, Userful's own browser-based management tool. To set up a Userful Video Wall, you'll need a serial client. There are different makes and models, but it is recommended to have one with an HDMI interface for better quality and higher resolutions in video output. Also, an Ethernet switch, with enough available ports to accommodate your host PC and all your displays. Please note that a gigabit switch is required for small to medium deployments with up to 4K resolution content, while a 10 gig uplink switch is required for larger size video walls and higher resolutions. A network router to allow the Userful Video Wall appliance or host PC to connect to the internet, and of course your display screens. Userful allows mix and match of different makes and models, sizes and aspect ratios. You'll need a host PC to install your Userful Video Wall Controller software. It is very important to use a Userful certified PC to install the software. That way we can guarantee your Userful installation and provide better support and troubleshooting. Please visit our documentation to find out more about Userful's PC certification policy. Note that if you are deploying a large video wall, you need a 10 gig network card installed on your PC. For added performance, you can add an offloading video card to your Userful appliance. Please refer to Userful's documentation to learn more about supported cards. Also, if planning on using external HDMI sources, you would need an HDMI capture card or several of them, depending on how many sources you're planning on using. Also, you will need Ethernet cables, HDMI or VGA cables, depending the case. For better quality and higher resolutions, we recommend using HDMI. This diagram shows a standard setup of the Userful Video Wall Controller. Here you see the Userful Video Wall appliance connected to the Ethernet switch, either gigabit or 10 gig depending on your configuration. A minimum of Cat5e is required. The Userful Video Wall appliance gives you a wealth of content options to display your content, most of them without needing external interfaces. Remember, for HDMI capture, you will need an HDMI capture card. Serial clients can be mounted on the back of the displays, as shown here, and they connect to the displays using HDMI or VGA cables. HDMI connections will give you a better quality output. The Userful Video Wall system can be managed and configured either on-site, from the Userful appliance or host PC, or remotely using Userful's simple browser-based management tool from any connected device, laptops, smartphones, tablets, etc. That's how simple it is to set up your Userful Video Wall. Now, I will show you how easy it is to install the Userful Video Wall Controller software. Boot from any installation medium, either an installation DVD or an ISO. Select the language for your installation process, then select your system options. Date and time, here you can select your time zone and configure the current date and time. The installation destination is where you set where your Userful Video Wall software will be installed. We recommend that you use the default automatic partitioning option. It's important to know that all existing data in the computer will be deleted and replaced by the Userful Video Wall Controller software. Also, you can configure the language for your system as well as the preferred keyboard layout. Network settings and hostname can be configured here as well. Once you have configured your system, begin the installation. Once the installation is complete, reboot the system and select your Userful installation. Now proceed to your initial setup, where you will set your username and system password. Once done, your Userful video wall is ready to be used. This is your default welcome screen. You can click on the configuration button at the bottom right corner to access the Userful Control Center and customize your video wall. In this section, we'll give you a brief tour of the Userful Control Center and how you can manage and configure your video walls with Userful.
Hello. Today I'm going to give you a brief tour of the Userful Control Center. This is where you're able to control all the displays connected to your Userful PC. I'm showing you a demo version and you can use it yourself at demo.userful.com. First, a quick overview. On the right-hand side, here we've got the displays, both individual displays and video walls. Beside those, we've got content. Beside those, we've got the control options. I'm in mapping right now, but I can go to displays, see the displays that are connected there, storage, settings, and support. When in mapping, I've got a couple of other options. Show IDs, which would now show all of the screen numbers on those actual screens. New source, which you use to create content. I'll create one just now so you can see how it works. Capture to capture an HDMI source through a Blackmagic capture card. You can see it's quick to set up. I'm just going to choose the default settings. Once I click OK, that option is now visible down at the bottom. I can simply drag and drop screens or even video walls down, and now those will play that capture source. When there's only one source, it will automatically play. If there's multiple sources, you can choose to have it automatically play using this icon here. Now you can see when I move a screen around, it's highlighted in yellow. If I click apply, that pushes those changes out to the displays themselves. Let me click on that video wall, and I'll show you a few cool things you can do through the Control Center with video walls. First off, we've got a 9-screen video wall here. I can add rows and columns and then assign screens. I can also rotate the entire canvas. I can look at it through this spacing interface. I can also switch it to artistic, which allows you to rotate individual displays to any angle. Through this display settings interface, you can rotate on a numeric value and place on a position on XY canvas using numeric values as well. You can also force the display size here. With Userful, you can mix display sizes and types on an artistic video wall. The size is dictated by the EDID, but can be overridden through this interface. I'll click OK there, and now you can see I've made those slight changes and they appear here on the Control Center. And I can drag and drop these to any of the different content options that they've got. And here you can see some of these zones that we've got can be dragged and dropped and placed in different spots as well. Let me show you how zones are created. I click the plus button, add additional zones, and then select the displays that I want to be in that zone. I can create multiple zones, and once I click OK, those zones appear here unassigned, and I can drag them and drop them down to different content sources. Now, obviously, only one piece of content can be played on any zone at any given moment. This has been a quick tour of the Userful Control Center. You can visit demo.userful.com to try it out live yourself. But get in touch with us with any questions. We're always happy to chat. Contact us at info@userful.com or at support@userful.com for technical support, or by phoning +1 403 289 2177 or toll free in North America 866 873 7385. We're looking forward to hearing from you.